Hi guys, it's Ben here from TRX Space Station, back for another gameplay video, another one joined by Dave Webster.
Hello.
And this is Virtua Racing, which is a game that you gave to me. Thank you very much, Dave.
That's a pleasure.
It's one that I've not practiced very much, so I'm making excuses before we even start.
It's the most expensive Mega Drive ever, so...
yeah, £70 or something like that.
When it came out, yeah.
Do you mind if we go beginner to start with?
Go ahead.
How many... Oh, I don't know what I've chosen. I don't know how many laps.
5.
Alright, how do I change the view?
It's 3 button pad, so it'll be C.
Ah, do you normally use a 6 button pad?
Yeah.
I want to go inside my car. Oh my.
Keep pressing it and it zooms back in.
Here we go, this is the view that... Oh
yeah.
God, it's hard to see what's going on.
It is. The frame rate's not great.
I forgot that it was like that.
I really like this version because it feels fast.
It does, yeah. You feel like you could lose control, don't you?
It's probably compensating for, or trying to cover up a slightly dodgy frame rate, but for the Mega Drive it's really
Oh
impressive.
my God, I've spun out of control. And I don't know how I did that. I do like the music on this game.
Yeah.
You get those little jazzy interludes. Oh man, you're quite good at this, aren't you?
Don't forget your time boners. Listen carefully.
Time boner?
Time boner, that's what it says.
I've had plenty of those in my days. I don't really know what that is.
You pay £70 for your time boner.
It's worth it. Money well spent. So is this one you played a lot back in the day?
Yeah, I used to... Well, I played it really intensively. I never owned it because of the cost, but I used to rent it.
So what was the reason it was so expensive? Because it stretched the cartridge to breaking point?
It's got extra hardware in it.
Right.
It's got the SVP. It's what they call the Sega Virtual Processor, which is really just Sega's equivalent of the Super FX.
Okay. And so that added on to the cost.
Yeah. And this is the only game that used it.
Yeah, you would have thought that once they developed a technology like that, they would have taken more advantage of it.
I think what Sega did, I think they realised because of the cost of the cartridge that it would be easier just to make almost a plug-in cartridge with the chip in it.
Yeah.
And then they thought, okay, well, let's make it more powerful, and that became the 32X.
Yeah. So it's unusual, isn't it, just to have one cartridge with it in and then...
I wonder if there were prototypes of Virtual Fighter as well.
Yeah, testing the waters. And presumably, I don't know, did it sell well? Maybe that was an influencing factor.
I think it did, yeah, despite the cost. I mean, it was hyped so much at the time.
Yeah, I can see why it would be. I've lost control a lot of times on this, I'm going to be honest. It's really hard not to flip out.
You've got to let go of... You can't accelerate and turn at the same time.
Right, thanks for the tip. I'm very much a Mario Kart type guy where you can just power slide the shit out of everything. Oh my.
It's kind of weird that this game... It's not the understeering that's the problem, it's the oversteering.
Why do you play on that really diddy little view?
It kind of feels like a bit... I kind of feel a bit guilty with this because it feels like Micro Machines.
It's like Micro Machines, yeah, I was thinking that.
I get more of a view. I get a much better view of the track.
So you can see where you're going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hard driving game that I picked up when we were out shopping, you really cannot tell where the track is going to be.
No.
It's completely guesswork.
I mean, for its time, it was impressive. I mean, it predates this. Spin out.
Oh, the Mega Drive version. The Mega Drive game.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, no extra hardware.
Yeah, I have a feeling that you're going to absolutely roast me at this game. You can have a victory sip of coffee and watch me completely continue.
I've played this game too. Well, I've played it a lot since.
Yeah. I know why you picked this, because you've been practicing. So yeah, what were you saying about the radiation effects that come out the cartridge?
There used to be, well, I don't know if it's an urban legend, that when you had a mobile phone on, it wouldn't
Why
work
did I
if you
spin
had
out?
this game playing.
Uh-oh.
Change not the cable. There we go.
Oh my God, what's happened to my RGB cable?
Probably just have to maybe bend one of the pins.
Yeah,
so
something seems loose. Well, we're still going.
A medium?
Oh look, you can have a handicap.
Let's put it on hard.
What, including me?
If you put yours on easy, put mine on hard.
Okay, should I change it to medium?
Yeah.
Do you not fancy going manual?
Go on then.
Okay, if I still lose now, I have absolutely no excuse. Right, I'm going to play it on this little Diddy view as well. That seems to be the trick.
I keep forgetting, with this, you press down to change up.
Oh, that's confusing, isn't it?
It's got 7 gears.
Right, I've immediately lost control. It seems like you should be a bit cautious, doesn't it?
It does.
That's the way to do it, isn't it?
You won't get first if you crash at all on the section. The only way to... Because if you want to get the reverse tracks, or the mirrored tracks, rather...
Oh god, this course is too much for me. Oh my. So once you beat the game and get first, you unlock some new tracks?
Yeah, they're really just mirrored tracks, but it partially justifies the cost of the game.
Does that save onto your cartridge then?
No, there's no save at all on the cartridge.
So for all of this gigantic £70 goodness, you still can't save your extra tracks?
No. Yeah, they're all the same, it's just they're mirrored left and right. I think Mounts TT did a much better job with it because you drive them backwards and mirrored. And I think they changed some of the textures so it feels a little bit different.
Yeah. Do you think that the good graphics justify the expense?
Yeah.
Really?
Back in the day, yeah.
Really? Okay.
This was gobsmacking.
Okay, fair enough. I do remember a friend having it. I wasn't hugely impressed. Thought it looked okay.
I can't recall if Daytona was out at this point. I think it might have been. Because, I mean, Virtua Racing in the arcades was a really big deal.
Yeah.
And then Daytona and Sega Rally came along.
Yeah. Oh, I loved Sega Rally. I got Daytona USA on the Saturn.
Which version?
Oh, I don't know. There are several versions.
There's the original one. It's got a really dodgy frame rate and really bad draw distance, so you get a lot of popping.
That sounds like the one.
But it plays exactly like the arcade game, whereas it's almost like a remake. The Championship Edition uses the Sega Rally engine, but it doesn't feel quite right.
Okay, I wouldn't be able to tell you which one it is. We can have a look at it in a minute. Where do you see your position? You're gaining on me, aren't you?
Yeah, you can see on the map on the right.
Red car and the blue car had a race. That was an advert.
Oh, is that...
That was an advert for Milky Way or something.
Milky Way, that's it. Yeah, and one of them was too heavy on the jump.
So what does the handicap do to you? Slow you down?
I think so.
God knows I need that handicap on you. This is quite fun, actually. It handles really well.
It does. Well, it's proper 3D and it just feels right. Because I think hard driving, as impressive as it was, feels a bit like a tech demo.
Well, I mean, the one that I've race driving on the Saturn, if hard driving plays anything like that, it feels awful.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like driving a car. It feels like... Oh, come on. How are you so good at this, Mr. Webster?
Too much practice. I used to rent this from the video shop and it was just a case of playing it all weekend. So I rented it on the Friday and gave it back on the Monday.
Wow, back in the day when renting things was a thing.
Yeah.
Nobody rents stuff anymore.
No, apart from online. Can you rent games online? Don't know.
I don't know. Well, congratulations on beating me twice at Virtua Racer. Do you want to try the hard course just for a laugh? Go on then. Can I put your handicap? Oh, you're on max handicap.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't going to end well for me. Oh god, this already looks very tortuous.
Have you played this track before?
Yes, but a long time ago. I certainly don't remember anything about it.
The canyon looks really
God,
impressive.
it feels really fast.
Yeah. Because it kind of flickers as well.
Yeah, it's very, very disorientating, I must say. It's very hard for me to see where I'm going. I guess you just get used to it, do you?
Yeah.
I can see a brutal bend coming up.
Yeah, brake on that one.
I span out of control.
Yeah. So did I.
Oh, I forgot to go on the little zoomed out one. That's the trick. I always prefer to see things at race level, but it's actually not an advantage, is it? Because you don't see the corners coming as fast.
That's the problem with this game.
Oh, this is a good-looking canyon.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I think for gameplay videos, you've got to put it on an external camera,
so that people can see what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching some of your Initial D gameplays.
Oh yeah, I really like that game. I used to play it a lot in the arcades in Scarborough.
What's that type of game called? It's like a mountain race type thing with two. So it's two people racing, yeah.
Yeah, usually. Yeah, toge means it's mountain pass in Japanese.
Sounds awfully dangerous.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's done in reality. Rather than just the Initial D comics, there are people that do it as a sport.
Mm. Oh, this is a nice bit. I like the graphics on this bit.
I think the reason it looks so good is the machine gets away with it because the draw distance is quite low on the canyon.
It is. It pops. You can see a lot of popping. Did you ever play the Virtua fighting games?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Again, another series that I didn't really get into very much.
Have you got the first one on the Saturn?
No, my Saturn collection is dwindling. All I bought on it is a load of niche shmups.
You got Virtua Fighter 2?
I've not got any of the Virtua Fighter games. Oh god.
Right. I was going to say I've got a spare copy of that.
Spare copy. I'm actually trying to concentrate now. I don't want to lose.
Me too.
You're catching me again. So your car is basically just slowed a bit, do you think, on the handicap?
I think so.
Mm.
It's probably the acceleration.
Yeah, your max speed I don't think is. Oh, crud. I'm not going to be able to sustain a lead.
There's a little lag in the controls in this, I find.
Oh man, it's so hard not to spin out. And I've hit into the side. You are going to get me. You have to brake an awful lot on that corner, don't you?
You do. Just getting your speed down.
We're totally concentrating now.
It's exciting.
It is.
I really like this game. I mean, when you play it on single player and you're trying to get first, you feel the tension. You cannot make a mistake.
Yeah. So you rented this rather than bought it?
Yeah.
Originally, yeah. It was too expensive.
I think it was £2.50 to rent.
Yeah.
And once you complete the game, that's it. It's not the longest of, longevities.
Yeah.
But it's cheap. I mean, on
it's £5 now, isn't it?
You can get it for £5.
I guess they released a lot of them.
Yeah. I think it's also not aged very well because at this point you couldn't get a lot of 3D racing games in the home. But now there's so many, it's lost its appeal.
Kind of like, what's the point? Yeah.
Yeah. I think if someone coming into this...
I managed it. So with massive handicaps on you, I can almost manage it.
I don't know how someone new to this game would appreciate it now. Whether they'd just see it as antiquated and clunky, or whether...
It's about the historic relevance of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It just reminds you of those good old days playing games in my friend's house.
Mm.
Right, well, thanks for watching, guys.
Yes, a lot of fun.